Now we have proved that we have to show that S is onto. So in order to prove S is onto, that is for any V in V, there exists U in V, that is it is having a pre-image. We have to show it is having a pre-image such that S of U equal to V. Okay, for any V in V, now we'll take V can be written as I of V, right? Which is equal to I is nothing but S composed with T of V, right? That is nothing but S of T of V, right? That is nothing but S of U. That is, we have to prove that there exists a pre-image. Okay, S is onto no. For every V in V, there exists a pre-image U in V such that S of U equal to V. That is what we are supposed to prove. Now we are going to take just one element V in V. Okay, we have taken some element V belongs to V. And that V can be written as I of V. That is, I is can be written as S composed with T, S of T of V. And we have shown that we have taken that S of T is right in the beginning, right? Assume that S composed with S of X equal to T composed with S of X equal to T of 0 equal to 1. Means we have already we are going to the sufficient condition, that is converse. We have to show the converse. In the converse, we have assumed that S composed with T equal to here. S composed with T equal to I equal to T composed with S, right? So using that condition, S composed with T equal to S of T, okay, S of T of V, that is equal to S of U, right? So where U equal to T of V is element of V, right? Thus, so we have proved that V can be written as S of U. What we have proved here is V can be written as S of U, right? So that is V, that exists a pre-image. So U can be written as, so we started with V, no? V can be written as S of U. Therefore, U equal to T of V, okay, for some V in V, thus S is onto, right? We can write here as U equal to S of V, right? For some okay, V in V, right? So S of U equal to V. We got S of U equal to V. Sorry, we now got is V equal to S of U. That is, we ultimately got that S of U, there exists a pre-image. There exists a pre-image. That is what we have proved. There exists a pre-image, okay, U. There exists a pre-image U. That is what we proved. Therefore, S is onto. Right? We have proved that hence S is 1, 1 and onto. And onto, that is and 1 and onto means S is isomorphism. Right? Just now we have proved that S is 1, 1 and onto. Therefore, S is isomorphism. We'll just go back again what we have done. So how we started is theorem 6, that is let V be a vector space over the field F. A linear transformation S belongs to A of V is an isomorphism if and only if there exists A in V such that S composed with T equal to I equal to T composed with S. That is if and only if condition. So therefore necessary and sufficient conditions are there. What is necessary condition? Let us first assume that S is an isomorphism. There exists S inverse in A of V such that S composed with S inverse equal to I equal to S inverse composed with S, because S is an isomorphism. And T we can assume as S inverse. Thus S composed with T equal to T composed with S equal to I. So necessary condition is proved. Now we will go to the sufficient condition. Conversely, suppose T exists in A of V, that is T from V to V. A of V means this is what it is, such that S composed with T equal to I equal to T composed with S. This is given. So we have to prove that S is isomorphism. That is, we have to prove that S is 1, 1, 1, 1 and onto. In order to prove that S is 1, 1, we have to prove that kernel of S is singleton set 0. Now X belongs to kernel of S, which is equal to S of X, which is equal to 0. Right? That is T composed with S of X equal to T of S of X we can write. That is T of 0, which is equal to nothing but 0. So 1 into 0. 0 can be written as 1 into 0, which is equal to 0. That is X, which implies X is 0. Thus we have kernel of S equal to 0. Singleton set 0. Now we have to prove that S is onto. That is, for any V in V, there exists U in U such that S of U equal to V. That is what we have to prove. That is, for any V in V, we will take. So V can be written as I of V, which is equal to S composed with T of V. That is S of T of V, which is equal to, what is T of V? T of V is U. That is how we have defined. Therefore, we will get S of U, right? Therefore, because where U equal to T of V, right? That is how we define for every V. It is true. And just now we have proved that V equal to S of U. That is, there exists a pre-image of V. That's S is onto. Thus S is onto. Therefore S is 1, 1 and onto. Therefore S is isomorphism.